से ना रुके हम, मर्जी से चले हम, बादल सा गरजे हम, सावन सा बरसे हम, सूरज सा चमके हम, स्कूल चले हम।
Everyone, we are from Nivira English School. We are students of grade 10. We will explain. Our group name is Thomas Edison. We will explain human circulatory system. So it consists of blood, blood vessels, and heart. I will explain about blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. Blood contains of 55% of plasma and 45% of blood corpuscles. Plasma is a yellow color fluid containing 90% of water and 10% of organic compounds. Blood corpuscles. There are three types of blood corpuscles: RBCs, WBCs, and platelets. RBCs are also known as erythrocytes. They contain hemoglobin which gives red color to the blood, and it carries O2 and CO2. WBCs are also known as leukocytes, and they act as soldiers of our body and protect us from germs. Platelets are also known as thrombocytes and helps in forming blood clot. Lymph is another type of fluid involved in transportation. It is also called as tissue fluid. Now further part continued by me.
I will say about capillaries, veins and arteries. Capillaries, they are the fine microscopic blood vessels. Arteries have thick elastic walls because the blood pressure is more. And arteries transport the blood from heart to all other parts of the body. Veins do not have thick elastic walls because the blood pressure is low, and veins collect the blood from all other body parts and transport it to the heart. Now Shreya will proceed further.
I will explain human heart and its functioning. So this is figure of heart. Heart is hollow muscular pumping organ. Its size is about one's fist. Color of heart is reddish brown. Now heart is mainly divided into four chambers, that is left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium and right ventricle. So upper part of heart is called as atria and lower part of heart is called as ventricle. Walls of atria are thin as compared to walls of ventricle because atria, they only receive blood, but ventricles have to pump the blood. So the blood from lungs, which is oxygenated, comes to the left atrium through the pulmonary veins, and then it enters into the left ventricle. Between left ventricle and left atrium there is a valve which is called as mitral valve. When the left ventricle is filled with blood, at that time the mitral valve gets closed, and then blood from left ventricle goes into the aorta. Between aorta and left ventricle there lies one more valve which is called as aortic valve, and then from aorta there are further arteries, and from arteries the blood which is oxygenated, from arteries blood goes into the different organs, and then organs take oxygen from the blood and they release CO2. Now exchange of gases takes place between the capillaries, and then capillaries form vein. From veins they give deoxygenated blood, and that deoxygenated blood comes back to the right atrium, and from right atrium blood goes into the right ventricle, and between right atrium and right ventricle there is one valve which is called as tricuspid valve. When the right ventricle is filled with blood, tricuspid valves get closed, and after right ventricle now blood goes into the lungs through pulmonary arteries. Now this blood is deoxygenated, and this cycle is repeated in our body all the time. And to separate left and right part of heart there is septum present between the heart, and this septum helps in separating oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So this was heart and its functioning. Further part will be continued by Shravani.
I will explain about circulation in human beings. So double circulation occurs in human beings. What is meant by double circulation? When the blood goes twice through the heart, it is known as double circulation. And in double circulation, two circulation takes place, that is pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. So as we can see here, the deoxygenated blood from the body, it goes to the right part of the heart, and from heart it comes to the lungs. So this part of the figure, it is known as pulmonary circulation, and here oxygenation takes place, and oxygenated blood, it goes to the left part of the heart, and it is transported to the other body parts. So this part is known as systemic circulation. Now further part will be continued by Shri.
Now I will explain about blood pressure. Blood pressure is the pressure exerted on the walls of arteries by the blood. There are two types of blood pressure, systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure is the pressure when there is maximum contraction on ventricles and the value is 120 mm of mercury, and diastolic blood pressure is the pressure when there is minimum relaxation on ventricles and the value is 80 mm of mercury, and this is measured by sphygmomanometer. So this was our human circulatory system. Thank you.